Hello everybody and welcome to another day of racing here at Myrtle Beach. Today's race should prove to be interesting. It is a very short track as we join Palmetto Racing League for their wrapping up season 1, and they will be gearing up for the start of season 2 with the truck series September 13th. The schedule's been floating around a good bit, so that's pretty much set in stone. There's going to be several changes going on for Season 2, including professional broadcast and commentary. So as we join the track right now, they're running qualifying, so we're going to have a brief 5-minute open qualifier while we go over some of the track details. So today's track, Myrtle Beach, length is just over half a mile. It's 0.54 miles, 4 turns of course. As far as the rules go, no penalties until 10 incidents, and then after the initial 10 incidents, they are awarded a penalty every 5 incidents. Incidents can be caused from hitting the wall, hitting each other, too hard of a hit. We don't scrutinize too terribly on a little bit of bumping, but hard impacts will result in an incident. 20 incidents will get you disqualified. 1 fast repair for this race. As far as the weather goes, we got a clear, crisp 81 degrees out there. Track temperature is around about 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Far as track usage goes, after practice, there's about 51% at start of qualifying for use. This will be a 35-lap race. Caution laps will count towards those overall laps. And the speed limit for pits today is 35 miles an hour. So with this track, having all of that information laid out for you, you have to get aggressive at this track. As you can see from some of the camera angles there's not a lot of room to work with. 2 wide is acceptable. 3 wide gets to be a little sketchy. I don't foresee us seeing any 3 wide just from what I've seen during practice. So 2 wide is definitely going to happen, but I don't think we're going to see any 3 wide incidents today. So we have 2 minutes left of qualifying before we kick off the first lap. We have our normal members in today with the addition of 1. I'm going to give a shout out to him real quick, Matthew Corley, for joining the league here recently. He will be getting ready with the rest of the members for Season 2, and he decided to jump in on not only the truck race this afternoon, but he's also going to be in our League Cup race this evening. So he's not in it for the points. He knows that nothing's going to come of it, but he feels it's a good opportunity to get some practice in and get geared up for Season 2, so we're excited to have him tonight. Definitely going to be interesting, to say the least. Short tracks, we know how those usually go. You can normally expect a lot of cautions. I will say, from watching the practice earlier, it looks like everybody has pretty much got it together for this race. Even during practice, which is normally a time when you really just lay it all out there, you still tend to see some incidents, and I think we maybe saw 1 or 2 hit a wall every once and again, but for the most part, everybody really kept it in check, held lines, and at some points it felt like you were, the race had already started. You were watching it right there as it happened, but it was just practice. But these guys were out there, being competitive and giving it all they had, so it was really, really cool to see. I think the race this afternoon is going to be an interesting one, to say the least. And then, just a quick reminder before we go green here in just a few short seconds. League Cup race is tonight. That will be broadcasted at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. It is the last race of Season 1 as we wrap up and prepare for Season 2. The Gen 6 cars, unfortunately, they're going to be getting retired, and not sure when we'll see those back out on the track again. With Season 2 having such a lengthy schedule of 57 races, that's 57 weeks, so over a year. It's going to be a little while before we see anything different. But we're excited for what's to come. McConey Entertainment is going to be handling our production and commentary from here on out, so that's going to be interesting to see. You're going to get a much different look than what you're seeing here. If you thought what we're doing is good, it is good. I don't want to take anything away from it, but McConey is one of those in the business that they really put out a good commentary and keep up with the action and call the shots as they see it. So it should be really interesting to see how that comes about as we wrap up practice here. Go ahead and start getting locked in on everybody as they grid. Get ready to take the track as we kick this one off. 35 laps, Myrtle Beach. Should be a good time. Let's see what happens. We'll go ahead and while we're gridding and taking those initial laps around, we'll kind of introduce you to everybody. Of course, the 83 there, he's no stranger. And we have Aaron Vogt in the 22 truck there on the outside. Let's see. Kind of cycling through everybody here. There's Matthew Corley in the 95 Ford. Again, first race with us. We're hoping to see some exciting things happen in this race today as we get started here. Everybody's getting that warm-up lap in and should be going green here momentarily once the pace car darts off the track there. And we'll have this one underway. 35 laps is going to go really quick. Unless there is an abundance of cautions, then that may change things up a little bit. Caution laps will still count. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I believe I did, but just to make sure, they will count towards the overall lap here. You see the 83 getting in the turn there. Kind of caught the pits, the little speed stop bumps on the pit lane there. Pit exit, I should say. We got Aaron Vogt in the 22 up there. As we cruise around the track, he is gaining position there. He started up in qualifying. I want to say he started in second or third place. Oh, got spun out by the number 7 there. Yikes. Not a good start to this race, especially when you start. I literally just mentioned that he qualified in second or third position. So caution comes out, and we got a caution underway. So he is definitely, man, you hate that for him. He's going to be dropping to the back of the pack on this one. Not a good start for Aaron Vogt in the 22 today. But as we've seen before, this guy definitely has a built-in hat trick, if you will. He never tends to stay in the back very long, if that makes any sense. I see him moving up. I definitely don't see him as a last place finisher for this race. Time will tell, but that's just I'm calling it now. From what we've seen from him over the last 13 races, he's not staying back there long. Tell you, we got the 83 and the 95 and the 22 of Aaron Vogt all together in that order when we get ready to go green again here shortly. I would say we'd go ahead and normally do a sponsor break real quick during these cautions, but these cautions aren't very lengthy here at this track, so we'll hold off and see what happens. I don't think if we're not able to make it to a sponsor shout out for this race, I don't believe the sponsors are going to be too upset with us. I don't want to speak anything to existence and put another caution out there, but if we get one, we'll take that opportunity then. Until then, we're going to keep you dialed in on all the action here. We should be getting ready to go green again here shortly. You see them back there at the back of the pack, kind of spreading out. We're back into a double formation here. So it looks like we are about to get back underway. And we are green. 83 sticking to that inside there, moving up in position. Number 22 is right there on his heels. Looks like they're gonna, in a sense here, this may turn into a shake and bake situation. Looks like 22 is trying to use the draft off of those cars on the outside. And I stand corrected again in that turn there. We definitely just saw 3 wide. Even though it was only for a brief second, it was still 3 wide. We got a bunch up here on the track. Looks like that was Matthew Corley in the 95 truck making his way to the pits. I don't know if, yep, we definitely going under caution, I do believe. Yep, there's the caution flag. Not sure why our system was so delayed in picking that up, but definitely under caution. Let's jump around and see where Aaron Vogt is in the 22. Looks like he is in 12th position currently under the caution, with Matthew Corley in the 95 truck, 13th position. Josh Fix in the 83 has made it up to 8th. Looks like he's going to try to push hard to gain more positions there. We're on lap 10 of 35 as we round out through the turn here. Looks like Matthew Corley in the 95 has joined us back out on the track, so short pit stop there. Looks like he's got a little bit of front end damage too. Hopefully not enough to affect the draft or the RPMs with the engine, cause any issues there. Getting them tires warm. Must got a fresh set. Jump back up here to Aaron Vogt in the 22. You see a shot there with all 3. We should be getting ready to go green here shortly. Let's check and see where that pace car is and look for his signal. Still got his lights on, so I don't think he's pulling off anytime soon. Shouldn't be much longer though. Matthew, no worries, man. Stuff happens. First time in a league race, you're doing pretty good out there. Don't be too hard on yourself. We are nearing the turn. Pace car should be getting ready to be off, and we will be back green for more action here at Myrtle Beach. And the pace car is off. Right now, the number 2 of Adamson is leading the pack here in the Toyota Tundra. Kind of putting some distance there between him and the rest of the pack. See, looks like the positions are staying about the same. I think after that caution there, I believe might have shaken a few of them up. Kind of see the pack spread out there, a couple too wide. Mostly though, it's right there with one another. Single file for the most part. There's the 83 quickly gaining. He has now worked his way up to 5th position as he battles that number 7 truck there, and it looks like he's going to pass that one as well, so that puts him in 4th. Looks like Aaron is also advancing. He's hot on his heels. They're kind of moving up the ranks together there. It's kind of cool to see. We haven't really seen that much this season because, you know, it's not been any secret. The 83 there has been Well, he hasn't had the best of luck this season from wrecks and penalty flags and things of that nature. He has now bumped up with Aaron Vogt in the 22. They are now running lead. 83 in the first position with Aaron Vogt in the 22 right behind him. Let's get a close in view there. You see hot on the heels of the 83. They're keeping up with one another. They got a nice little gap between them and the rest of the pack, but he's going to try to make a pass here, sneaking into that gap. Not enough to do it this time around. See, he's steady lurking in the shadows back there. 22, he wants that first place position. As we're heading into the next turn, kind of show you an in-cab view there, what these guys are looking at. We've reached the halfway point of this race, so definitely been an exciting one. See Aaron Vogt in the 22 still back there. I guarantee you he's calculating what he's going to do on his advancement here. These two, if the race stays this way with those two in first and second, it's going to no doubt be a battle as he moves in. Will he get it this time? Side by side. And it looks like he does. He's right there with him. 83 still in first position. And now Aaron Vogt in the 22 has taken over that first place lead. As we roll in with 14 laps to go. This is going to be a battle. I guarantee it. I'm calling it now. Both of these want the win bad. And it's great because we get to do it all over again this evening whenever they take the track again in the Gen 6 cars for the Cup League race at Myrtle Beach. And we're going to see if Aaron Vogt can add more points to his lead that he already has in the championship to take the Cup home as they start lapping drivers here. See him kind of trying to decide there. The 83 made it around him too. He's catching back up to Vogt in the 22. Staying hot on his heels there. As we round into the turns. Not much room for error there. You see a little bit of front end damage on the 83. Do believe that was from a earlier collision at the start of the race, one of the cautions. I don't believe we were able to catch that during the broadcast, but definitely got a little bit of damage up there on the front. He is trying hard to get that first place position back. You kind of see the rest of the trucks there on the track. 22 is just steady trying to put distance there. You see him holding his line pretty well. Full throttle here in the straightaway. Breaking into the turn. They're battling one another, but also battling around lapped cars, which is something you really got to watch for in this one. Short tracks like this, lap traffic can cause just as much hazard as trying to battle your way up the grid. Let's check back in with Matthew Corley and see where he's at. He is currently in 13th position. Looks like he's got a little bit of front end damage still. So he hasn't been to the pits, which I think he's fine. It looks like he's running pretty well. Him in the 7 there. He is a lap down, though, so his position isn't really going to change much. Ooh. A little spin out there on the number 7. Number 6 got a little close there. See Aaron Vogt as the caution comes out. He's still in that first place position, so they're going to be lining up single file to start with, and then they will move into a double file formation. And we have 6 laps to go. Can the number 22 hold on to that first position with the 83 hot on his heels there? This has been really cool to watch. And as I've mentioned before, we have yet to have a race where these two have been right there with one another neck and neck. So curious to see how it goes and who winds up with that first place finish. We are going to go ahead and take advantage of this few minutes here and handle our sponsor shout outs, and we'll be back momentarily. Today's sponsor spotlight is for Working Man Outdoors. Real experiences, real results, real affordable. They're not here to sell you a fantasy, they're here to give you the real deal. Working Man Outdoors brings working class outdoor adventures to your level and your budget. Experience duck hunts with all the thrills, none of the fluff. Located in Southwest Louisiana, give them a call today and book your hunt. 843-919-0405. Working Man Outdoors, where hard work meets wild reward. All right, we thank you for taking that sponsor shout out break with us, and as we welcome you back, as you can see, the caution's still underway and we are getting ready to be going back green here. Everybody's done got in double file. You see the 22 of Aaron Vogt and the 83 of Joshua Fix, first and second place there, lined up with one another as they come out of the turn, and we go back green. See if Aaron Vogt and the 22 can steal the victory and hold the 83 off. Got a little bit of contact there between the 83 and was the snap-on truck there of number 5. 83 dropped back to third position, give that number 5 car a little bit of space there to avoid another caution. You definitely don't want the race to end under caution, because no, there wouldn't be allowed to change position there, as he's jumping back up on the heels of the number 22. Coming into the turn hot. He took over first place back in the last turn as they round out, but is it enough to hold off the 22? It is not. He takes the lead back and crosses the finish line for a win at Myrtle Beach today in the Truck Series. Aaron Vogt in the 22 takes the win. What a race. I knew it was going to be a battle with those two up front like that. They're very competitive. They work with each other a lot. They're really good friends outside of the racetrack, but on the racetrack, there's no room for that. It's all business. As he takes home that win today at Myrtle Beach, and it makes you wonder, can he do it again this evening at the Cup race? It's going to be interesting to watch. As he pulls his truck on the victory flag there. Got the 83 right there with him, cheering him on. What a finish. And it is really awesome to see, man. That was a good race. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed that one. That was good. So Aaron Vogt in the 22 takes home first place. Josh Fix in the 83 takes on second. What a race. Matthew Corley in the 95 finished in 12th position. Still a lap down, but he finished in 12th. Not bad for a first race. That is something, especially on a track like this where aggressiveness is everything. You have to be aggressive in this track. If you just sit there and holding your line and maintaining control is not enough in a track like this. You have to find those moments where it's enough to jump out in front of somebody and you have to take it and, still be calculated with it. So, man, what a finish today. You could only ask for so much out of a race, and I think when you think of a picture-perfect race, that was definitely it. So that's going to do it for us today. We hope you enjoyed the stream. We hope that also you will join us again for the 9:15 broadcast of the Cup Series wrap-up of Season 1 as they look to take Myrtle Beach on in the Gen 6 cars.